we're going to be talking about how decision science and psychology of persuasion rather, can be used in the communications that we provide as marketers. We're going to start where kind of traditional economic theory would have us start. And that is with this, that people are rational. That basically we make decisions based on information or access, based on a systematic approach to decision making. You know, we're starting to poke some holes in that kind of rational school of thought that we were just talking about. Which will drive more sales and why? Only $4.74, only $4.99, or only $15? Anybody? For those of you that said $14.99, you got it, right? The idea here, there are many studies done that have shown this to be true, and the thought, the inference is that we as people are predisposed to the 99 suffix because of the sale elements having that trait, you know, kind of throughout our evolution. So again, definitely not rational in this case, right? Not even giving us the best deal, but making us have a decision that's done for other reasons. So the reality is that behavioral economics, rather than theoretical economics, is more based on kind of the evolution of the species. The reality is that over the centuries and over the eons, we as human beings have discovered, uncovered, developed these shortcuts to decision making. We're more apt to make a decision based on the context, the requirements, the emotional connection, etc., than we are at sometimes on the information itself.
This is the difference between traditional and behavioral economics. You can see there are big question marks on traditional economics. Behavioral economics takes into consideration all of the other factors, environmental factors, psychological factors, physiological factors, that influence our decisions that traditional economic theory has traditionally ignored or said that is not important. This is an easier way to think about it. Traditional economics is what we should do. It's prescriptive. Behavioral economics is what we actually do. It's descriptive. And that leads us to optimizing versus satisficing. We make decisions that are satisfactory given all of the decisions that we're trying to make rather than optimizing decisions.
So basically, science has established the fact that, you know, people rely on these shortcuts to decision making, right? These automatic, reflexive, instinctive behaviors. So wouldn't we as marketers be smart to use that? If we know that there are certain, you know, automatic actions that people kind of fall into, wouldn't we as marketers want to build the triggers to those actions into our advertising, into our marketing strategies, right? And this can be done. The key thing about loss aversion is the avoidance of pain can be a more powerful motivator than the achievement of pleasure, all right? We're trying to avoid pain. In fact, social scientists have found that avoiding pain can be twice as psychologically powerful as achieving pleasure. So this is kind of interesting for us as marketers, because as marketers, we're all about the benefits. You know, here are the benefits to my product, here's what you're going to attain if you use my product or my service. And instead, what we're really talking about is the fact that maybe it's about what you're going to lose if you don't use my product or service. So look at this email that I received. It was from Ben Bath, and look at the subject line in particular. They say, "Don't miss today's Facebook chat." All right, that's a very simple construct, but they could have easily have said, "Join today's Facebook chat," right? And you'd say, 6 of one, half a dozen of another, right? Join today's Facebook chat, don't miss today's Facebook chat. But the don't miss construction, which is very simple, actually triggers loss aversion. You know, don't miss, well, I don't want to miss something, right? Loss aversion. So, or look at this. This is an email from Staples. They sent it out. Subject line says, "Will Office Depot closings affect you?" And then the copy goes on to say, "Will troubled retailers honor my rewards checks? Where will I go for office essentials? Will I get my products delivered accurately and on time?" So it's interesting. They're really kind of emphasizing that fear of loss, all right? They're not telling you about all of the advantages that Staples brings. Again, this is an email from Staples. So they're not going on and on about everything Staples can do for you. Instead, they're leading with that loss, all right?